Hey guys, welcome to the second part of my video, the design team video for Shabby Dabby Doodah. I love that. I just really do love saying that.
Hi guys.
There's my lovely wife. I think my trolley was derailed yesterday, or well this morning when I finished the first one. But I did get it done. Sorry guys. I did my inhaler earlier and it just seemed to really make my tell you, boy, when you start sewing those seams together, it really shrinks down in a hurry because, you know, it was hanging off the edge of it. So, I did my centers. I centered all that. And then I ironed it on so it's stuck on. So, I'm going to, I call it sew and flip. I know that's not the name for it, but that's what I call it. So, just, so. So, these little tiny pieces right here, right there, I'm going to go ahead and I just have some scrap stuff. And I'm not worried about the length. It's not going to go all the way across, and I can show you why in a second. I got to take my, this is one of the only times I actually don't use my seam guides. So, I'm just going to line up my, can you see that, guys? Okay, whoops, like that, and make it even, of course. Okay, like I said, it doesn't matter if the length of it, just as long as I can get it completely covered. Oops, let me do this one. My lid back on it, it was turned. There we go. Sorry about my hair. Like I said, we don't have any hot water, and I am not rinsing it in cold water. I don't care. Okay. Sorry guys. Please be with me. I apologize. I know. But I really wanted to get this video done for Tina. So, this is a new thing I got, and it's actually for your sewing machine, your cord, and you put, it has a hole in it, and that's where your needle goes, and then you put your seam guide, or what, you know, against the ruler, and that gives you your 1/4 inch seam. So, and since I've sewn with a 1/4, I want to make sure and keep it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and line my mark up, and this is that erasable fabric pin, so it's nice. I got this at our Stitch. They actually have a website too. That's our quilt shop in Durango. The sweetest people. I just love them dearly. Just awesome folks. So I'm going to sew this and then I'll flip. And so let me move my iron real quick. No, my iron, my sewing machine real quick. Sorry, that's her ink blender. Trying to move stuff, set stuff. Everything's falling.
I don't know what
But
that was, but it rolled pretty good.
did it? Oh, good. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. Took off my seam guide. I believe this side was first, so it's probably drier. So, oh, okay. So I hope everyone's doing good. Having a good Saturday morning. We would have done it last night, but I was just getting so tired. Like I said, I get tired very, very easily. We usually lay down about, between 5 and 6, and we watch MASH. And I don't really go to sleep till, well, I don't know, maybe about 8 or 8:30. Sometimes I'll stay up, but it's very rare. We've been married for 22 years, and we've watched MASH almost that whole marriage. Our whole marriage. There was a few years we watched Emerald, but with
Not very long.
not very long.
Probably a good 20 years watching MASH every
Yeah,
night. And it still makes both of us laugh.
You know it does, and I love watching MASH, and even still, I still love to watch MASH. So well, if I have to go get to use the bathroom or something, I'll pause it. I don't miss it, and I know it by heart, but that's all right. I want to get. Shell gave me Grizzly Adams for Christmas. I really want to start watching it, but with everything going on with the store and everything, really haven't done much watching of anything, truthfully. So, we're considered essential. Don't have a choice. I mean, I'm the only one that can really do the job. Shell could do it in a pinch, but it would be awfully hard on her to do it. Those fiber volts get pretty darn heavy. Some of them weigh up to 100 pounds, and I can actually barely even lift them. A lot of times I'll have one of the guys that's working there help me do it. I just don't, have that much strength anymore. Oops, daisy. Okay, so that's how this is going to look. So, and then I'm going to fold these over like so. So I'm going to have that allowance all the way around it. So I need to cut fabric for this. I had some cut, but of course it's not long enough because you got to have it all the way counting your quarters, so it's not going to be long enough. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to start cutting stuff, get this ironed real quick, because this has to be ironed first before I can lay the next fabric on it. So I will be back shortly. Okay guys, I cut my fabric, ironed it, and I'm going to have extra. I measured 6 inches. I don't need that much for each corner, but I don't want to cut myself short, and I'd rather just do that and then have scraps. So that's kind of my logic. Probably. So this is a stripology ruler from Creative Grids. I like it for the most part. The only thing I don't really care for it is if you move your rotary cutter, slant it, it will affect your cuts. So that's kind of a pain in the tuchus, but just kind of have to watch it. It's not too bad for this. So that's gonna have to go right there like that, and well, actually it's got to go, has to go over the edge, which it will once I glue it. So I can do 2 sides for the most part at the same time. So let me do that since I only cut 2. Like I said, my they're not perfectly pieced, but I'm okay with that. Like I said, this covers up, what's that saying? This will cover up a multiple of sins.
Yeah.
So, multitude of sins. So, if they're uneven, though, you always want to make sure you go with your smallest part, because you got to have your quarter-inch seam, so you want to make sure that it's going to work. Right here, it isn't that big of a deal, because when I lay my next strip over, it will cover up that part. So actually, I'm going to put it right here instead. That way, when I do the strip, that's the way I'm going to do it right here. Well, where am I stupid? Okay. So, that's the case there. Sorry. Had a sinus infection for so long, but it just got so bad right now. Again. Sorry. With everything going on, that's the last thing I really want to do is have to go to the doctor for a sinus infection. So, we have fish amoxicillin at the house. Okay. Put this right there. Okay. There we go. So, that's the one. So now, I need to do my 1/4 of an inch. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, I know I showed you Arctic, and sorry, I was trying to tell you the reason why. He's got the bluest eyes, and the first thing I thought was old Frank Sinatra. But Chelle said no, because every time she hears Frank, she's going to hear Frank Burns from MASH, ferret face. So we couldn't do that to little Artie. And with just the bluest eyes he's got, I thought to myself, yeah, he needs a neat name. So I called him Arctic because of his icy blue eyes. That's how he got his name. He knows his name. He just doesn't give a crap. He's a cute, sweet little thing. He nurses on me quite a bit, actually. But he's just the sweetest little. No, he does it on my lips. Yeah, he nurses on my lips. It's very sweet, but it's kind of a pain in the butt, too. But he doesn't do it all the time. It's just, I think when he's, I don't know, but he's a sweetheart. We brought Jazzy, both Jazzy and Arctic were wild, which was kind of a shock to us that how one day Jazzy Lynn started just talking and come up and everything. And
yeah, when she would run every time she
yeah, she would run before, and all of a sudden, just like a switch, So we ended up bringing her in and love her to pieces. And so we had Arctic. There's 2 of them, wild ones that look Arctic, and I think it's a sister. Well, one day Arctic just started loving on Chelle, and then and then I started loving on him, and then I went to take trash down, and that little stinker followed me all the way down till I came back up. He about halfway. I picked him up and carried him up to the house, and we debated on whether or not, because that would have been 9 cats. That's a lot of cats. So we really did debate whether or not to bring him in.
Well, they're either inside
or out. We don't have inside and outside because we live next to a highway. Nothing good can happen to that. We've had it happen. So we decided to bring him in, and we thought we're going to notice another cat, but you really don't, because Jazzy and him are friends, they're buddies, so they play all the time together, so you don't really see it that much. So, but they're just the sweetest little things. So we have Cuddles. We got Sammy, which is Samson. He was a fighter. Lily Mae. Wait, not Cuddles. Did I say? Cuddles was the one we lost. Let me start over. Chloe, Lily Mae, Sammy, Bubby, which is Bubba and Buddy together. Arctic, Jazzy, Lynn, and I think that's all of them. I don't know. Oh, sorry. Bitty Bear and Cubby. Well, Bitty Bear, Cubby, and Sophia, which is, you guys haven't seen her yet. You're the new, they were siblings. So there was 3. The mama abandoned them, and we couldn't let anything happen to them. So we ended up bottle feeding them, and of course we just fell in love with them. So we just decided it was, yeah. So okay, let me go iron this. I'll be right back. I didn't even push the dumb button. Here's my flipping iron. So.
Oh.
So.
Flipping iron. What?
Yeah. That one word. Okay, guys. So now we need the centerpiece. Well, not centerpiece, but the end piece. So I have one more piece because this is not, like I said, it was 6 inches. So can't use any of that. This one might be 6 inches actually. But I really need some to iron, so probably not. It probably won't be. Nope, it won't be enough. So, okay, let me, hoping I can do this. Maybe, I'm wondering if I do that. Maybe cut it diagonal. Might make life a lot easier for me. Maybe we're going to try that. So, like I said, it's actually about 5 inches, but I'm just trying to be careful. So let's just do about right there. And call that good. Just use what I have on this one and then trim it off. That's kind of how I feel. It would be a lot faster. So, how are we going to do this now that I did that? So, if I put this right here, and then I go, that will cover up that part. So, glue, yeah, that will work out fine. So it's not going to be perfect, but that's quite alright. That's the nice thing about doing it this sewing and flipping. You don't have to be super accurate. I mean, of course you want it to look good. That's my hardest part is not making it perfect, or as perfect as I can. I know some of the gals on our YouTube family, they're always making fun of me because I'm always, and then if I do something different, then they're thinking, how in the heck can he even do that knowing him? So,
Yeah.
Which is true. And so, but I'm getting better. And, you know, with work and stuff, that's my job. I have to be accurate all the time, you know. But accidents happen, but I'm just that way, so it's just, but like they say, it's better to have a finished quilt than a perfect quilt, which is true. So, okay, let me see. Is it? This is it right there. So I probably don't really need all this. Does make it life a lot easier doing it this way, I think, truthfully. It really does. We have to have I was talking about work earlier, we have to have a letter. We had to get a letter. We had to go to Farmington, New Mexico, and they are, I guess, stopping a lot of the people that go through there and make sure. So we had to have a little letter for work to let them know that why we were on the roads. It hasn't. We never did get stopped, so I don't. And that's alright. But luckily we don't go down there very often. I don't know what's going to happen here in Colorado, if we're going to end up having the same thing or not. I know they're... But... Whoops. That's not as pulling right there. That's off my thing. So I haven't quite figured out what to do with the center. I'm not 100% sure. The inside too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. Just don't you have enough?
Oh, I got so much green. Okay, guys. Sorry, I don't mean coughing, but our old subscribers know that that's the way I am. I am always coughing, clearing my throat. I don't mean to, but we don't edit. We want this very little. You know, this is... You guys are visiting us, and that's where we like it, and we've been told that they like that about our channel is they do feel like, you know, they're just coming to visit and having coffee. We talk like we normally would, you know. I am who I am. I'm ornery, and I can be a real turd. Plain and simple. Daily. I'm ornery. I'm a bad influence on some people, but I'm okay with that. I don't care. And... you know, I'm really pretty, just don't really care. I'm who I am. So. Yeah, we've been married for, just had our 22nd anniversary. So it's been a true blessing. I've been the happiest I've ever truly been.
Me too.
Wouldn't change it, that's for sure. You know, some people would think, oh, I'd go back and change it or whatever. I'm not that way. You know, just be neat, you know, if we would have found each other sooner. But the thing is, I wasn't the same person sooner. You know, I used to drink.
Neither one of us.
No, I mean, I wasn't an alcoholic or anything. I used to smoke and drink a lot back when I was in my teens and my early 20s. So, you know, it was a different... In my heart, I've always been the same person, of course, you know. But, been a blessing. Wait a minute. I tell you, it's going to be one of those days, isn't it? Yeah, it is going to be one of those days, isn't it? Oh, Lord. Oh. Well, that was just dumb, guys. I've already put things on there twice. Oh, my girls are going to make fun of me today.
Like which girls?
My YouTube family.
Like Miss Gwendolyn?
I was going to say, I think Gwendolyn's going to make a comment. I know how she is.
Marilyn.
Yeah, Marilyn's ornery too. Okay, guys, let me get the right side done this time. Oh, I tell you, some days my mind just doesn't work. Well, most days it doesn't work, truthfully. Chelle once time, she says, if I only had a brain, and I said, what would you do with one if you had it? Yeah. We also have a a Facebook page called The Ramblin' Crafters with an S. And I show a lot of my covers on there before I do videos or anything. Some covers I don't do videos on. But like I said, I do a sew and chat usually once a week for the most part. So I'll do a lot of the covers on that or fabric flips or something like that. So, but that's what mostly my videos are called, is sew and chat with Clint. One of our viewers called me the not so quiet quilter, and that's kind of stuck. I love that because it's true. I'm not that quiet of a quilter, or quiet of a person, I guess. So let me think here. Those are cut. Need to cut this piece because a lot of this extra is getting cut. So, okay, let me go iron it and I shall return. Okay, guys, going to turn it inside out. So I'm going to leave about, we'll see, because I'm not going to bind it like you would bind a quilt. So that's about a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to go in probably as much as I can. So I'll do this one right here. This is the fun part now, because then you'll start seeing it really come together. And that's the fun part, when it really starts to come together. Yeah, because we'll just fold this over like that.
Daddy, look who's here.
Oh, hi, honey. Little Chloe girl. She is... Hi, sweetheart. Oh, that's pretty. She stays in the bedroom usually. Oh, this one. I didn't iron that side very well, so I'm going to have to iron it.
She hollers when she wants
Yeah, she doesn't much. She's not a... I call her a cat. She would rather be with mom and daddy than... And here she is. She's just a beautiful little girl. We think she's part Maine Coon. She's a talker and a half.
She's huge.
And she's a big girl. She's not heavy, but she is just a very big girl. She's my baby. She is my little girl. Me and her are buddies. We take naps together and stuff. So
Every time I go on a vacation for like a week or so, she gets closer to me.
she does too, you know.
She's like, "Oh, Mom, I missed you. I missed
Yeah.
you so much."
She's a very special little girl.
Hi, Daddy,
She
you're back.
really is. Hi, honey. Sweetheart. Hi. She loves my beard. She cleans my beard up all the time. It's so sweet. I'm her baby. She takes care of me. She'll clean my hair
Hi,
and
honey
stuff.
girl, you okay?
She'll do it first. She'll just clean my hair for half hour. Honey, I gotta get this put.
But she's the only one that stays in the bedroom. with
Yeah, she's the only one we
Yeah.
let stay in the bedroom. I let my little boy take naps with me when he wants to, but mainly he comes in for the treats I give him. So, and then he usually yells and leaves, so. But she's my little girl. We adopted her at our animal shelter. I walked up. We had lost my Cuddles. She's cleaning my beard. Due to brittle diabetes. And she was she was extremely attacked. And it came to the time where I was ready to have another baby. And I saw her instantly and I told Chelle, she's the one I want. And Chelle said, are you sure she's not moving? She's laying there sleeping. She's boring. She's far from boring. We named her Chloe. When we brought her home, she would not shut up. She's a very, very loud talker.
Very loud.
And so Chelle looked up big loudmouth names, sorry, any Chloe's. And Chloe, for some reason, is the one that came up. So that's how she got her name. And for the longest time, she chirps. Maine Coons will chirp. And so she a lot of times will chirp and stuff. But
Daddy.
so I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to love on her for a few minutes.
So this is Chloe.
She still hasn't left. And it's been like 15 minutes. Our guy's telling you, we usually take our naps together, and I haven't taken a nap in the last 2 days, so I think she's...
Up here. I want to try to get her eyes in there for you guys.
She's
She's
just
a pretty girl.
beautiful little girl.
But she's large. This is 18 inches. The mat, and she's curled up on it. She's on the other side of it.
She's a big girl. Her tail is almost as long as her body. Yeah, we definitely think she's part Maine Coon. But yeah, so she's not happy with me right now. She doesn't want.
She won't let Daddy do anything.
No.
She's just, and that's not like her.
So she's already.
Oh, sorry.
I always joke around that she's Dad reincarnated because Dad never liked being told what to do, and she will backtalk you like nobody else's.
Nobody's business.
I tell you, and I was just telling her, I told Chelle, I says, I don't think I told baby girl, I don't want another one like her that has her attitude. So.
He's inside.
Yeah. So she's got a, I don't give a rat's tuchus attitude, so. But that's okay, that's my baby. But she never does this, she just don't want to leave me alone, so. That's alright, the video don't have to be done right now, so we're going to let you guys go. We'll finish the video maybe after my nap.
Maybe.
Maybe. Oh wait, shoot. Well, she got my hopes up. Hi guys, sorry, it took me forever to get Chloe to move, so like I said, she's sad because we haven't taken our naps the last 2 days. With my sinus infection, I breathe better in the living room, so. Okay, what I did is I tore off my paper off our fusible web, and I folded my edges over, rolled them over. Chelle is working on a ribbon, a ribbon for it. I'm going to do it. I haven't taken the paper off my center yet. Do that real quick. And we are going to use the same green that I made the border out of. That way, I really want to showcase Tina's digitals. So this way, you know, it doesn't distract. I don't want the fabric to distract from her beautiful digitals. So, okay, and I am going to I just don't want to distract. I want her, you know, the digitals to pop out really well. So what I'm going to do is, I know it's, where's that gum pen? Chloe had my marker. She was chewing on my marker, so. And, you know, I like, I can be a perfectionist. Oh, by the way, it's 9.5 by 14. We decided to go ahead because I cut several of my interfacing for the whole length, 10 inches wide. That way, and then I just cut them down whenever I need to, is the reason why I did that. So, I'm just wondering about the center of my book. I know, like I said, I can be a perfectionist. That's just who I am. So, and I've already got the sticky stuff, sticky crap, whatever you want to call it. I do not know why I call it that way, but yeah, I don't.
But it's too hard to remember what
it is. I don't know why I have a hard time remembering fusible web, but I do. So, I'm going to come in about right there on both of these. I'm going to center the ribbon like so. And I actually have a green top thread. So I'm going to find my green, and I'm going to sew. I don't really need to sew it on, truthfully, just because I'm going to have to sew on the inside cover anyway, and that's going to lock that ribbon in place when I heat it. It's going to stick to the fusible web. I mean, it's not like it has to be sewn like right now. I mean, once I get my edge on it, it's when I can usually do it. Now probably what I'll do, but sorry, I got
I'm mailing out
packages
today, so if you ordered something, I'm getting them all mailed out.
Yeah, I got the 1 ink blender we have going out today, and then I'll work on more tomorrow, probably won't do much today. I've got several ink blenders carved. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's these. I hand carve these and then I sand them on my lathe.
And you can send me a message.
Yeah, you can.
For more information on Etsy.
Etsy, yeah. Some of this fabric, you know, I folded it on itself, so it's not sticking down that good. I'm not too worried about that. I did the corners and everything, but it'll be fine the way it is. I'm gonna cut. Try not to. Don't want to accidentally move that. I want my ribbon or whatever you call it to stay on there.
Now Chloe's just getting in trouble.
Yeah,
That's what she does.
she's just the sweetest little thing. She is.
Not really.
And just an absolute loving little sweetheart. She is so loving. But yeah, she's definitely got an attitude problem. So.
That she does.
And that's okay. She got it from me, I'm sure. I have an attitude problem too. Uh-oh. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to cut my fabric. It's going to be the same width, ½ inch wide. So I'll make it about 11. It doesn't have to be perfect, so I'm just worried about her getting up here. So I got this. Let me just cut it real quick. Maybe she'll leave me alone for 1 minute. I'm not holding my breath. Actually, she's a funny little girl. She's just not happy. I know she's not happy. Just really bothers her sometimes when I take on naps, you know. So I know I'm about 14 inches. So let me see if I can find a piece on this. That's going to be low enough. It's not going to be perfect because I'm going to end up, I have to iron it. So then once I iron it, I'm just going to put it on there and then I'll trim it once I get most of it stuck down. I'll use Chelle's art glitter glue. My basting glue works really good, but the art glitter glue I think holds the fabric a little bit better when I'm trying to do it that way. So a lot of this fabric we got from Mom. When Chelle went to visit Gayle in Denver, she went and stayed with Mom for a little bit. So Mom sent her home with a bunch of fabric, a whole bunch of fabric, plus all the fabric she had given us 4 years ago too, or almost 5. So. Okay guys, let me pause the video and I will be right back. Hey guys, look who it is. Apparently Miss Chloe has decided she is not going to let me finish this video before our nap. So, she will not leave me alone. I got part of it done, but yeah. So, I'm going to pause the video and I will finish this video when baby girl and I wake up from our nap. So I don't know what else to do. I'm tired of fighting her and she won't leave me alone. She keeps grabbing me, my face, and giving me kisses and stuff. So she's not happy with me. So that's the only thing that's going to make her happy is Daddy takes a nap. So that's just the way it's going to be. So we will get back with you guys after our nap. See you in a little bit. Bye guys.
Hi guys. I am going to finish up Clint's cover for the most part, except for sewing around the edges. He has a bad headache. He just woke up. And what I'm going to do, and I told him I would happily finish it for him. I don't know guys, I'm starting to get bored. I'm going to have to start doing more crafting or cleaning. So crafting it is.
Yeah, I remember that. Hi guys, sorry. I just got such a headache.
So I'm going to trim this down just for at least one fold over. I don't know what he had in mind.
What do you
But
mean, honey? I'm just gonna.
you were just going to fold that down, and then this one,
They're gonna be sandwiched.
I know, it's going to go under. I just
Right.
didn't know if you were trying for a double or
No,
single.
I was just no.
Okay.
I just hadn't
So-
trimmed the two ends because Chloe.
Okay, I thought that's what it was, but yeah, he ended up with a headache. I've been watching some videos on Facebook, and you know, I need to watch some YouTube and stuff. But man, I don't know if it's spring fever or just knowing that I can't go anywhere, because like I said, if I was at home, I mean, if I had to work, I'd be like, I don't want to work. Now I'm like, yeah, we do have to go to town tomorrow because, people still have to dig and do things, and somebody called and asked us. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to fold that over, and sometimes we have to kind of pull it back and kind of fold it that way. I like to just do like a one like that, and you just want it to look, really nice, kind of come out to the edge or as close as you can get it. And then we'll tack it down with this, but you know what I need? I think I need some clips, because Miss Gwendolyn's going to be watching, and she's going to be like, oh my gosh, Michelle, why didn't you use clips? She said it made her feel like she was watching Laurel and Hardy when I do it like this. Because what I do is just kind of do that, and I move on to the next spot. It's not, uh-oh, Gwendolyn, he lost his clips. You know how it goes. So they were in a little metal container.
Oh, they're not in that, are they? They're in the
I had to remind him what they're in. I don't think, are they in that one?
There's some in
There's
there.
some in here.
Sorry, I thought they were in my medicine bag.
These are what my kitty things come in, my kitty paper clips. If you purchase from me, and I told Clint the other day, oh no, I'm going to run out of kitty paper clips, because, I want to send something from the cats too if you purchase. And I ordered, and it was here like the next day. Wasn't an essential. Amazon has said that they are only shipping, well, they're shipping essential items first.
Yeah, I heard
But not in our life, they haven't.
No.
So we've had a couple of things I ordered, and it'll be here, And then I was so excited, guys, because I found toilet paper. I think I'm been bored. I'm lonely.
Sounds like it, baby.
I'm lonely.
Well, when you can go out, usually you don't.
Well, I could work outside if I wanted to.
I plant in my garden.
Yeah, we do have stuff like that. It's kind of hard right now because we have to wash our hands in cold water, so I'm keeping a container of hot water on the stove. But yeah, it was just, but I ordered those paper clips, and they had them here the next day, which was kind of cool. So I didn't have to send out any packages without a thank you from the kitties. What? It's the light. It's blinding me. No? Okay. So yeah. But it's just, I think it's just knowing that you have to, stay in, and it's just knowing. And, even like shopping for a hot water heater, you're thinking,
Yeah.
I'm going to have Clint call our local place and just see what, we're looking at as far as price-wise and, delivery and stuff like that. So if we have to order one, if they have one in stock, how much we're going to be out, because when it rains, it pours, doesn't it?
I told him though, but we were truly blessed because it didn't flood the house.
It didn't flood the house.
Okay.
What's funny is we walked down to the post office just a few, probably a couple hours ago, and Clint started draining it yesterday about noon, and it's still draining.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother says, "Oh man, you guys are lucky that it didn't flood your house because I guess it had rotted." Isn't that what you were saying?
Yeah.
It was starting to rot, and so it was leaking. And my brother's like, "Oh my gosh." He said it's pretty easy though. He's kind of a maintenance worker at apartments, and he said they just had to do their home one. He rents, and his landlord purchased it, and then he put it in for him. So that was a good thing. He said, "I wish I was there to help you." But yeah, that's what I told him. I wish you were too.
He's a big man.
He could manhandle that thing.
Yeah, a lot easier than I'm going to be able to.
He's doing pretty good. I have one brother, and he has he's been having foot issues with diabetes, but he's doing much better as far as his health. His wife isn't doing too well. She's pretty much in bed all the time, so he's having to take care of her. But they are getting a home health care worker that's going to start coming. Yeah, and I was kind of concerned about that because I've heard in some places that they're not coming to your house because of the virus. Yeah, that's a concern. But I don't know, maybe it's not. I hope I'm not getting glue all over your cutting mat.
No, it is.
Yeah, it is a water-soluble glue. I am just using our art glitter glue. I have tons of this all the time, it seems like. Well, I do. I still have like half a gallon. I was prepared for this quarantine lockdown thing. I did have somebody ask me to have more lace packets. I sold out pretty quick of lace packets that had like 25 sets of lace in it. And she said, "Can you do that again?" And I can't, because I can't do that amount because I used up a bunch of the laces I had in order to get, like, all individual laces in the pack is what I aimed for, even though I did have a couple of different ones. But I was thinking I could do a smaller pack, so I think I'll do that. And you won't get as much, maybe, or maybe you'll get the same, and it will be
Multiples of each.
Yeah, like multiples of each or something like that. So this is pretty simple.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Yeah, Clint just woke up with a headache, and I think a lot of it too right now is the weather, because it's kind of spring. We looked at the buds on the trees earlier, and you get that pollen, and they had something on TV, and it was like, if it's an allergy, your nose or your ears are going to itch and things like that. So kind of, telling you what to look for, that kind of thing. And I know mine have been allergies recently. So that's pretty simple. I think I got it pretty good. Maybe this corner kind of glued it down. There we go. I just feel like it's a little too far. There we go. But I've been checking on my friends, seeing how everyone is. So if you watch, Lisa, you people who watch and don't leave messages, then let me know that you're okay.
Yes, it's been on our mind.
Yeah, I've been thinking about Lisa. She's in Louisiana. I know she's a teacher, and so she's learning how to do, the teaching thing again. online. So, but yeah, so okay, we have that, and then I want to do one more thing before we sew on it. And I have this lace, and I think we decided on this one because I wanted a lace pocket on the inside. I just want to look at that and see. And it's just nice to go ahead and put that before Clint sews around the piece. So I'm gonna try to stretch it out and save as much of it, you know, as I can.
Sure had fun using the digitals that way.
Wasn't that
It
fun?
was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Is that
fabric,
your idea or my idea?
Mine. That fabric was just cotton fabric that I
Yeah.
used to print it on.
I'll have to show. Where's that one that you had left over? Because I was going to show her what the difference was.
This one right here, the one that's nothing's on it.
Sorry, ignore my thing.
No, this isn't it. I mean, that's one.
Well,
of
I
the
can show
ones.
them. Yeah, I can show her that one, or the ones that you even printed on.
Here's the one right here. Now that's muslin there.
I thought you had muslin in there.
I just didn't use it.
He told me he didn't, but
No, I just didn't use it.
oh, okay. I didn't know if you talked them through what you did, how you put it in the computer or in the printer.
No, I didn't. I'm not that good of a teacher, so.
So I will show them just in case you guys want to try that.
Worked good.
It worked really good once I figured out my printer. So what I'm doing is, you know, again, this is going to be a pocket. One thing you want to make sure is, you know, what's your front, what side's up, what side's down, that kind of thing. So I know that these butterflies are on the back, but is it like this?
No, the other way.
Okay. So it is like this. I mean, it has to be.
Yeah, that's the one. Because see,
Okay.
the rose is the very first one.
Yeah, I knew that. I was just thinking, I didn't know if I had those upside down, but I couldn't have. But look at it. I told Clint, that looks like a fish.
Beautiful.
It is
I'm
so
happy
pretty.
with it.
I really love it.
Yeah.
And using her digitals, I think is awesome. So let me put this, and then I'll talk to you real quick about how we kind of went together and made it work as far as yeah, that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down just using dark glitter glue. That will at least hold it in place when he's going around,
Yeah.
because he's going to go ahead and go around it. And for those of you who are following my weight loss, I was down again 1.4. So I'm pretty excited about that because I ate too much this week and I really didn't think I was going to have a loss. I was kind of concerned about it, but I have lost now 27 pounds since December the 30th. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I know not everyone would be interested in that, but you know, I'm happy. Yeah, I put on some pants that my sister got me a couple years ago for Christmas. And last week I could breathe in them. And this week I could breathe a little bit easier. So that was kind of fun because I told Clint, well, I'm not going to be able to buy any clothes during the quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to have some clothes that aren't, you know, totally bad. I guess I could still order like off Amazon or something, but that's okay. It'll give me something to look forward to when the stay-at-home order is done to go shopping. So
Wow, that looks so nice.
isn't that pretty? I really liked this lace. There was another lace I considered, but this kind of has a country feel to me. And so, yeah, we both really liked this lace with it. So I'm going to let that dry, and then Clint will go ahead and sew around it. But I wanted to talk to you about this.
That's the muslin.
This is the muslin. What Clint did is he ironed it on to his fusible web. Sorry, cat's been up here. So he ironed it on, and then he cut it down to 8.5 by 11, which is the size that fits into our printer. And then I just hit print, and that's what we got. But he just used different ones. This one is a muslin, so it's just a cream color muslin. And then he also used this one, which was kind of interesting to use. It has, I think they're little flowers. Yeah, you can see those, which is kind of fun. And then let me see if he has one that was still printed, because this one was printed on just a white fabric, I think.
That's all right here. I mean,
yeah, I was trying to see if there was one, that had a little bit. But you had those 2 sheets that you didn't cut yet. Did you put them back in your
I think I did.
thing? Oh wait, maybe this is it. But I wanted to show you the difference. This is one that he put on. You can kind of see the design. Yeah, here's the design right here that was on the fabric.
I'm not.
So, and they look pretty good. I mean, some of them.
That one,
One he did, it was really, really light. But, I can use them for, like, he said, like a belly band or something. This one, my printer kind of messed up. We've had a lot of issues with this printer. But I don't think it would mess, you can still use this. So for like a belly band, I think that, actually that's kind of what that's earmarked for. This one could be a belly band. But yeah, that's all he did. And then the fusible web, because he, so when you pull this off, you can stick it down to something else. And Clint always uses that fusible web. But I've also heard that you can use it like on freezer paper, or print it like on freezer paper, or like a wax paper. I didn't look it up or anything. It's just something in the back of my brain. So that just means that I've seen it somewhere and I remember it. But, I can't remember exactly what it was. But I think they call it like freezer paper or butcher paper. But it's going to have a wax on it on one side so that your fabric, when you iron it, but then you can just pull the wax paper off and just have a piece of fabric. So that's an idea if you have something like that. But yeah, he just used just lightly, lightly fabric, or lightly designed fabric, I guess. Like same, the design's pretty much the same color.
What I will do this again, but I won't be using, I'm just going to use a solid white.
Yeah, just,
solid
especially
cotton.
like for, a lighter print, we learned, that was,
Brighter.
it does make it brighter for it just to be a solid white. I love this because to me it makes it look more vintage on this one, but yeah. So I am going to walk away from here and going to let Clint do his sewing, and we'll be back to show you what the cover looks like. See you in a minute. Okay guys, look, we have a cover. Did you backspace here?
No.
Okay.
So,
What I do, since he uses the old sewing machine, I go ahead and, because I don't want this coming out, and it will, because you can't do like a back stitch. So I go ahead and I put just a little bit of glue.
well, plus once you heat it up with the iron,
Oh, will you iron it again, you
I
think?
will iron it again, and then that will go in, the fusible web will
Yeah, will hold the
stitches.
stitches. But I just want to make sure, that it's not going to come undone. And this glue does dry clear. So, but I just want to make sure that, whoever gets this, that it's going to stay long term. So I put that there, the front and the back. I think I got the back, but let me do both stitches just to make sure it stays. That would not be good, would it? if it came apart. This one, I think, was, I think I got that. Okay, so, I think he talked to you guys about how, but look at the pocket. So with the pocket, we go ahead and we just put it on there. We do the edges, because when we sew in the signatures, it will keep this part up. So that does not concern me. And I wanted to go ahead and trim this. It's a little bit uneven here. Huh?
Oh, I'm
Oh.
trying to see how you spell Shabby Dabby.
Oh. So I'm just trimming that.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to show you guys how we fold it. Just to get an idea. Clint did make it, yeah, 14 inches, and we went ahead and went with 9.5. I like 9.5. I feel like 10's a little bit high, but I don't mind 10. Anything other than that is, I feel like there's too much space when you put your 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper there. So, what I do is I use his ruler, and I want like 6 on both sides, so on the front and the back cover. So what I do is I put this on 6, I just measure it right there, and then I fold this. So, and then I go up here further, put this. So even though it's, you know, 14 by 9.5, that's just how we do it. Sometimes I will do like a 6.5. It kind of just depends. I know I'm going to have to cut down a little bit on this, on the papers, because of the way they're printing out. So they kind of have just a slight border, so they'll be a little bit shorter than 8.5, but that's no big deal. And then I go ahead and I flip it, and I do the same thing on this side. Just, if you ever look and you see, oh, you know, they're selling a 6 by 14 or whatever cover, then you'll know. I need to work on his mosaic cover too, but we'll probably get this done, this project done, and then we'll move on to the mosaic cover. So, but then he'll take it back in there, and he will press it so that we have a really good seam here and a good seam here, you know, just so that we, I guess it's a seam, but a good, you know, fold. And then it sits really nice. And so, and see how perfect. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. I mean, he does really good work, because he always makes sure it's right in the center. And then this one will have 2 signatures. Let's see, what size do we have? Yeah, it's 2 inches. So I think it's just going to have 2 signatures. I might go with 3. It just kind of depends. I typically do like 2 signatures for a 1 inch, so I might need to do a 3 inch. And if I decide to, I could always pull it out and do 6.5, you know, kind of change that where my spine's a little bit smaller, so it would be 6.5 and 6.5, which is what, 13, and that would give me 1 inch.
That is so neat.
So isn't that cool? I love it.
Yeah,
So Tina, I hope you love this.
Yes.
It's something we've never seen, and you know, we just came up with. But yeah, I mean, your digitals look absolutely gorgeous here. And that, I love the butterflies on the back. So this one's going to be butterfly, it's going to be pink, and it's going to be green. So some of my favorite colors for sure. So I hope that was helpful. And yeah, I think what I'm going to do is work on the papers, get them all together, and get them sewn in. And we'll just kind of decorate it together or something. You don't have to see, you know, start to finish with this one. But we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. I might want to show you everything. You never know about me.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure and head down, and in the description you can find Shabby Dabby Doodle, Tina, her YouTube channel. I also put her Etsy shop in down below, and the digitals that we mainly used in here. And I say mainly because I do have several other of her digital kits that I might pull from, but the ones that we primarily use are listed below. But you know, to look up 5 different digital, or 5 additional, so like 10 different digital kits might be a little bit much, but you can go kind of look through her digitals and find them. But she offers some really gorgeous things. But yeah, go check out Tina with Shabby Dabby Doodle, and such a sweet lady, and she always has like really fun things on her channel. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out our channel. And we will see you guys in the next video. See you soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.